Yo guys, what's up? Today's video we're gonna be talking about some real delinquent bullshit that me and my buddy got into. So yeah, I guess that's the best thing I could say to it. Let's just get straight into it. I'm not gonna waste no time. So on this day, I believe it was a Sunday, right? And on this Sunday, somehow I convinced my buddy to tell his parents, or he convinced his parents to let them stay over at my house for school tomorrow. You know what I mean? I don't know what it was. We probably said like we got a project they got to work on, some stupid shit. But they were not very fond of this. But somehow this day they bought it. I have no idea how. But anyway, so like he comes over and we're like, bro, we gotta go do something. Like this shit don't happen every time, every fucking day. And so we get these girls, like we'd already been in touch with them. We've been over there a few times. They live like 3 or 4 fucking house or towns over. My bad. Fuck. Anyways, they live about 3 or 4 fuck, dude. Towns over. And are like we're like, all right, cool. And they're like, hey, bring some of that herb with you. I was like, cool. And I was like, I'm gonna bring some liquor too, cause why the fuck not? Uh we already gonna be smoking, might as well be drinking. And so I bought like a water bottle, and it was full of like tequila or something, or fucking some bitch shit like Malibu. I can't remember exactly what it was. But I also brought like two G's with me because these bitches ain't gonna smoke all my herb. That's just not nifty, you know what I'm saying? And so I was like, boom, all right. We starting to get ready, I'm waiting for my mom to go to sleep, and we're just chilling for the time being. My mom goes to sleep. She takes these like sleeping meds, so like she's knocked out when she's knocked out. And I was like, cool. And I told them, I was like, all right, dude, we're not gonna take my truck this time because I'm tired of spending all my gas money. Like, this is gonna come out of your pocket on this trip because we've taken like 20 trips in my truck for one trip in your truck. You know what I'm saying? He was like, all right, whatever, man. No big deal. So I was like, cool. So we get in the truck and we start making our way down there. It's about 12:30 when we left or so. Like, it was late, but it wasn't too late. And we get about 30 minutes out into the neighboring town. And which this shit's just stupid. Don't do this, guys. It's retarded. But we get about into the next town. Is a kind of a big city, and on our way there, we got to drive past like the sheriff's department and stuff. It's not by choice. We just have to. And so we drive by, and I'm sitting there. I wasn't even thinking, and I had my herb in my pocket, and I had just the drink sitting beside me. I wasn't drinking on it or nothing. I just had it there. And I look in the rear view, and I was like, "What? That looks like some fucking suit, like suburban headlights, And I looked at my boy Kyle. We're just gonna call him Kyle. And I looked at my boy Kyle, and I was like, "Yo, dude, I think there might be a cop behind us." And like clockwork, like the snap of a fingers, we got lit up, red and blues, bro. The law was after us. I was like, "Oh, fuck, dude! Like this is not good." Like we have a curfew in my state, and if you're out past 12, like they call your parents. They do a bunch of bullshit, and it was just like we were not trying to deal with that, and I was just like, I was dreading it. But so he pulls over, and I was like, dude, this is it. Like we're we're gonna get fucking beat for this. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how, but the cop, first off, when we were pulling over, I grabbed my herb out of my pocket, I put it under my sack, I grabbed the tequila and I throw it under the seat, and I was like, this is the best I can do. Like there's literally nothing else I could do. And whenever I did that, like it started stinking like herb in the truck, like bad. And I was like, fuck, dude. So we both rolled down our windows, and I was like, fuck, dude, this isn't gonna be good. And we were expecting him to come up on the driver's side, like usual, like that's the most where every cop comes up. But for some reason, this dude came up on the passenger side where I was sitting. I was like, oh fuck, dude. And he startled me. Like he scared me whenever he was like, hey guys. I was like, oh shit. And he was like, so I'm not gonna make a big deal out of this, but your plate light is pointed the wrong direction and I can't visibly see your plate. And he was like, it ain't no big deal, shit happens. Y'all just this is an older truck, y'all just fix it, you know what I'm saying? We're like, oh yes sir, we'll get out and fix it right now. He was like, no, y'all can just pull up in that driveway or in that parking lot right there next, like in a AutoZone parking lot, and just fix it there. I was like, yes sir, we will do. We'll fix it like right now. He's like, all right, well y'all boys be safe. Y'all have fun. I'll send y'all about y'all's way. And I was like, holy fuck, dude. There's no goddamn way we just got away with that. And like at this point, my heart's racing. Like I'm shaking a little bit. I'm a little spooked. And so we pull over in the AutoZone parking lot. We're trying to fuck with this light. It doesn't end up moving at all. I don't know why. That thing is like super glued on the wrong way. I don't know what the fuck. But the cop takes off. So we're like, all right, bro, we're just gonna have to book it onto the highway, and the highway takes us basically all the way there. So we get in there, we book it, dude. We're out of there, and so we end up actually pulling up to the girl's house smooth after this, like nothing else. And we go in there, we do our thing, it ain't no big deal. And yeah, I ain't gonna get into the nitty and gritty because it really just ain't important. But so we go, and at this time, we know we're probably about to leave. It's probably like, I don't know, like 4 o'clock, maybe 5. It was about 4 o'clock, and it's only about a 45-minute drive from her house to my house, right? So it's like no big deal. I was like, all right, we can stay a little late. It's probably about 4:30, 4:45, and we're like, all right. At this time, we're wrapping up. Like, hey, good seeing y'all. Whatever. We're gonna get out of here. No big deal. They're like, all right. We didn't have nothing on us at this point. We done drank and smoked everything, which is not a good idea, guys. Do not do this. Like, we were degenerate little retards in high school. And so cool, and we hop in, and I look at my buddy Kyle, and I was like, yo, dude, you good to drive? Because my boy Kyle, I love him to death, but he is notorious for like falling asleep at the wheel and shit. Like he just can't. I don't know why, especially when he starts smoking or drinking. And we don't really drink and drive or nothing like that. But this night, we'd had a good few hours to calm off of it, so we are just like, all right, we'll be all right. And so we leave, and like 5 minutes, when I asked him that, he was like, yeah, I'm good, bro. Don't worry about it. And I was like, all right, cool. So I'm still staying alert because I don't really fully trust his capabilities per se. And so we both get in, we leave. About 5 minutes down the road, we turn on this back road because at this time we weren't trying to go back through that town because that cop had already seen us. The license plate light was not fixed. So I was like, all right, well, there's a way to go to my house that's about the same like time. It's about 45 minutes to get to my house, but we have to take back roads and shit like that. He was like, all right, so that's the way we were going. And there's like no town through here. It's just like a windy, curvy, long road in darkness. So he was like 5 minutes in a drive, and he looked over at me. He's like, dude, I can't drive, bro. I'm so tired. Like, do you mind taking the wheel? I was like, yes, pull over right now. I'll take the wheel. Like, no big deal. And I get in, right? I'm driving, then I turn onto the road that's going to lead us home off the highway. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, I'm looking, and it's dark as fuck outside. I was like, bro, why can't I see nothing? Then it hits me. I was like, oh, dude, the lights fucking suck on this goddamn truck. Like, I'm talking, these lights are pointed at the fucking front tires. Like, they are pointed straight fucking down. And I was like, bro, what the fuck kind of shit is this? This old shit box, right? And I was like, all right, whatever, I'll just turn on the brights. I flip them motherfuckers on. Dude, even worse. They actually, like, did negative helping. Like, I don't know fucking how, but this motherfucker, like, I couldn't see shit. So, I'm driving this piece of shit truck and I'm going about 35 miles an hour on a 60, sometimes 70 mile per hour road. Let me tell you, we got to our neighboring town and it was daylight out. We school starts at like 7:45, and I'm getting in that town at about 7 o'clock. So that if my calculations are correct, that is about 2.5, almost 3 fucking hours of us driving this piece of shit when this drive's only supposed to take 45 fucking minutes. He has no idea about any of this. He is literally in the passenger seat, dead of fucking sleep. I was so heated, dude. And I was like, whatever. I was like, I know we're gonna be fucking tired today at school, so I'm gonna stop at this gas station. So that's what I did. I stopped at the gas station, and this the neighboring town. It literally has like one gas station, one fucking Dollar General, and a school. Like super small town. I stopped there. I go in and I was like, bro, I'm gonna get like some coffee, because I'm not a super big energy drink guy. And so I grab and I was like, we're gonna need something that packs a punch though. So I grab me and him. I grab us two Starbucks coffees, the triple shot, like ones that come in a can type thing. I was like, all right, bro, like this ought to help us out at least a little bit. And so we leave, or really, he didn't fucking leave anything. He didn't even wake up. I get to my house. I was like, all right, bro, we got like 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like, just act like we're getting up so my mom don't think nothing. And I'm going to get in my truck, go to school, and you get in yours. No big deal, right? But here's your coffee. And he's like, oh, I appreciate it, dude. Fucking dying, bro. And I was like, dude, you didn't even fucking drive. You piece of shit. But I was like, all right, cool. So we take off, and then my first period class, I crack open that Starbucks coffee. I guess he does the same. And this is where shit goes south, right? I didn't know, but apparently, if you're not a coffee drinker, don't be drinking that triple shot. Don't even be drinking that double shot. That shit is, that shit's like a laxative, brother. Straight laxative, bro. I am not even joking. I'm telling you, the next 3, 4 periods, I am bent over on the toilet, bro, shitting my brains out, bro. Like, I'm at that point where, you're praying to God, taking your shirt off, bro, sweating. That's how bad these motherfuckers were, bro. I painted that toilet and probably wall brown, dude. It was bad, bro. And I'm not trying to get too graphic, but I mean, that is a little bit, but dude, it was not okay in the slightest bit. But I get out, I go to lunch. At this point, it's like a period after, and I was like, oh, dude, I fucking feel like shit. And I asked my boy, Kyle, and I was like, hey, bro, like, how you feel? He was like, dude, whatever the fuck you gave me this morning, that shit had me shitting for like 3, 4 fucking periods, dude. I was like, no fucking way, dude. Me fucking too. Like, I literally just got off the goddamn toilet. He was like, dude, I'm never drinking that shit again. But I guess that concludes the story. I had to give that little aftermath little part just so it makes a little more sense, about the coffee and shit. And yeah, to say the least, I've never drunk one of those fucking coffees again. They are literally tragic. Tragic. And well, I guess I hope y'all learned a lesson, whenever you're trying to do some stupid shit, be prepared. Always check the fucking lights on your vehicle because they can get you with some bullshit. Dude, there's like 5 lights that ultimately all fucked me that night. Like, pulled my pants down and no grease, just done her in. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, dude, I was not a happy camper to say the least. But I hope y'all learned something. I hope y'all had a good time. I hope I wasn't just boring y'all to fucking death. But I appreciate y'all's watching. If y'all like, subscribe if y'all do. If y'all willing to, I don't give a fuck. And if you don't mind, leave a comment. That'd be cool. I like to hear y'all's feedback. But I appreciate it. Y'all have a good one. Later.